We'll just go out for a bit. So welcome to Just Going Out for a Bit. A little bit different today. We are in the village of Aldbourne. 1 second. Bit rude. Today we're in the village of Aldbourne, made famous amongst other things through the Band of Brothers. The book initially written by Stephen Ambrose and then made famous by Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg with their mini TV series sort of thing. And from 1943 to 44 they were here. Easy Company were based in Aldbourne. Now, not just the Easy Company won the war by themselves, it was the entire Allied effort, and a lot of Americans were based along here. And whereas in Currahee they did all the training to become a paratrooper, here is where they learnt to become soldiers and tactically adept at what they were supposed to be doing. Now, if you look behind me, you'll see the post office cum cafe, which was lodgings for Dick Winters. The sort of crux of Easy Company and the battles through France, Holland, Belgium and so forth into Germany itself. Now, why I'm here is because I'm going to visit one of the areas which they probably trained on to learn their skills, and I'm going to spend the night there. I'm going to show you in the footsteps of Easy Company still. A quick wander around, I'll show you a few little places adapt for Easy Company, and yeah, we'll be off quite soon. So in the meantime, cheers to you. And if you are coming here, two rather good pubs: the Crown, which was used mostly by the men, and the Blue Boar, I think, the Boar Bell, was mainly used by the officers. So behind me, like I said, is the lodgings of Dick Winters, but it's now rather a post office, general store, rather good cafe. So go and have a look. Go and have a look. Right, I'm gonna reserve my eyesight, and we'll see you later on. Indeed, just a stone's throw away from Dick Winters Lodge is the Crown itself. Excellent pub, good food, and also next door to that is a crossover, the Heritage Centre, which is a one-stop shop for everything to do with the Aldbourne area, and a gold mine if you're interested in Band of Brothers sort of stuff. To be fair, I think what we gaze upon now would be, there's the Blue Boar across the way, exactly the same as what the US paratroopers would have seen. Not a lot of change here. just cars. Now, Aldbourne, middle of North Wiltshire. If you're interested, Ordnance Survey map 157. So here would have been mainly all farming land around here. Obviously the M4 wasn't constructed at the time, but there would have been plenty of scope for training. You might go to Pentago Woods. You might want to go to Officers' Corps. Anywhere where you could have been marched for an enjoyable couple of days in the field. Bit of bivouacking, maybe a slit trench to sleep in. Easy company though. Wasn't all about work. Here is they would relax and sleep. All gone now, but across my shoulder by the hedge, that would have been a series of Nissen huts for them to do what they need to do. Okay, right. That's just done for Aldbourne now, but if you can sort of see in the distance, that's where we're going on the horizon. Right. Funny old thing, coming to somewhere like here, which you've been countless times before, and then you realise it's a place of history, which I've walked past these things many times and not paid a moment's creed. So, arboglyphs, the process of writing or inscribing into trees, possibly. Easy company were here. We're on top of a ridge. It'd be a good defensive line out of immediate sight for you to dig some scrapes, some trenches, set up a defensive line and just practice what you could be getting up to on mainland Europe. So this is where they became soldiers after civilians, and what they've done, a few people have not only made their mark in history, but made their marks on some of these magnificent beech trees as well. You know, what's it, 80 years ago? Because this being 2023, they would have been here practicing for just the 6th of June. And it should be ideal conditions. It's not quite the 6th. I hope to publish on the 6th, on the date of D-Day. So, and that's when we're all soldiers. We're created out of civilians, pretty much untested in battle, but they were the spear of the tip. I'm wearing civilian clothes. Two, putting on a uniform, putting your life on the line for the greater good. And it's volunteers from the States, from the Commonwealth, from the Allied nations had to draw a line in the sand and stop the Nazis that were in charge of Germany. And they did so. But this is one of the places which they would have practiced their art. And done it again and again and again and again. So it'd be second nature to them, so they wouldn't get surprised. have to drop into the heart of Normandy. Okay, should we go and have a look at some arbor glyphs? Okay, there's one, not this tree, the second down tree just over there. Okay, come on then. Now, 980 years, this woodland would have changed. Not too much, but as you can see, trees fall down and there are enough stumps here to yeah, warrant the passing of time. So these things, I'm going to show you now, are quite special. Rumoured to be, who knows what that is, USA Army, possibly there, you know. Obviously the trees expand with time. And Samarin, J43, June or July 43, possibly. Bain, perhaps Cane, don't know. This is the good one. Tony G 43. Whatever happened to Tony, I hope it was good. No doubt you did your country proud. Now let's look at something which could be very close to easy company. So myself tonight, I'm staying out here tonight. Testing an old tent I had, but an MTP pattern tent. Having a little bit of steak, because why not? CLSC USA. Could that be the very much Carwood Lipton, First Sergeant, played by Danny Wahlberg in the film Band of Brothers? Did he come from South Carolina, SC, and USA? Maybe in a moment of tiny free time, making his mark on a little corner of England. So, the Kombat UK two-man tent. Kombat UK Elite two-man tent. There are all the specs. The hard of seeing, 1500mm hydrostatic, twin skin, 2-person mosquito net, 2 meters by 14 meters on the ground. So, God, I've had this since 2018. not too many times putting it up because I had so many other tents behind. So let's see what we got. Guy cordage, poles, ground sheet, paper instructions, and the fly sheet. Doddle to put up. Let's do it. This is the spot. No widowmakers hidden behind there. So when it comes up, it shouldn't have too much of a silhouette as someone walks through the woods. So let's get going. As you can see, my usual elephant skin on the floor just there. Comes with this taffeta plastic, sort of quite strong, waterproof bottom. These things, which no doubt the poles will slip in on top. And I knew there was a reason for the blue tape, blue tabs. Right. Let's get it up. So they say. Right. In all its glory. Like the Recon 1 tent, you can position it where you decide, where you desire. So just here's a bit of space. Okay, you've got mesh on the top. That holds everything up nice and tight. Opening massive doorway. You have to get in and out without having to do too much crawling. Right inside you are good 6 foot. Okay, feel a bit taller, not so good. But on the opposite hand, because it's a two-man tent, so to say, although, yeah, very, very friendly two-man tent, you can stow all your gear to the side of you. So yeah, that's a good bonus point. It does come with a mesh, you know, so you can enjoy the sunset without getting gnawed to death by billions of midges, you know, so we'll have to deal with that in a bit. And you can just pull your screen up at the same time to give you some more waterproofness on the way out. So that's that. It's good enough to just relax in, you know, you're not crawl too low. Okay, I think now we should put the main fly screen on and to see what the whole thing looks like. So far so good, folks. You know, it's been a long time. Where have you been? Because there's not too many MTP tents going available. Might try the Highlander 1 XL comes at MTP, but they'd be a strange thing on that. So let's get it going. Stop these flies from getting in. Good thing is ease of access. Right, there she is. Elite comes with windows. A nice long vestibule area. You can put your kit in there if you want to. You can even put a very good small burner cooking side of it if it's so you wish. Also, ventilation on the sides to desperately need it, and voila. Very good. What do you think? What do you think, eh? Quite light, relatively small to carry in the bag. Gives you plenty of space. You know, I'm not going to the Himalayas, so I haven't quite tested it out for waterproofness, although perhaps it'll probably solve everything really. So right, I'll get my kit inside and think about getting myself something to eat and drink. Not bad, not bad indeed. I think currently £45. Amazon, I think you can get it still for. Right, excellent. See you in a bit. So you know when you got that sneaking feeling that you've not quite packed something, I've done it. Come all this way, set everything up, and I didn't bring any methods to cook. So I was going to show you. This bad boy, a £5 Sainsbury's steamer with a Trangia light wish thing in the middle as the windshield, and this on top. So I'll be in a superb position to cook myself something hot, some water for my mac and cheese stuff, and then go on to cooking a bit of steak. So that's not going to happen. I was going to say, oh look, I've come prepared. Hot water from my kettle, all cooked on my Altoids tin with some fire rope inside. But that's not happening, is it? So we're going to go back to the drawing board and go old school, I'm afraid. Gonna have to light a real fire. I've got another handy place to do it. That means I've got to wait a little bit longer in case people are going to start wandering past. I don't like to see because I'm not too far from the footpath. But yeah, my quandary. So okay, give me a little bit of time, and I'll do some admin, and we'll get all together and we'll see if we can cook with open fire tonight. So in the meantime, Cheers, and let's enjoy the cold water. It's not a bad spot, is it? Being 50 metres that direction, can't see the tent. Gone 50 metres behind me. Because of all this, you can't see it either. So, right. C'est la vie. Right, we're off. Now there's a wheel, there's a weight. That's looking rather good. Right, so that's all worked out. Bit of steak, some mac and cheese, almost a bit of American sort of stuff, and possible some Aldbourne cider. Because no doubt the boys from Easy Company sunk through a few of these. Boys, and anyone that's trained in this wood, here's to you. That's a good feeling when you can overcome a problem. So glad we've done that. Tell you what, we'll do that. Remove that. It's now 10 o'clock. It's nearly dark, dusk outside, but I can no longer read in the dark. So this will have to wait till the morning, and that's the turn of the Kindle paper weight light, whatever you want to call it. Get through that. A little bit of radio, okay, and yeah. So my views on this thing so far. You know, said I've not been in it for 6 years or so. I don't know why, because it's a great design. It is a great design, it really is. So I should see a bit more of this. Really good, really good. So we need to finish the night off with a small dedication also. And I'm going to have some American Jack Daniels, as they say. Okay, and this goes to Easy Company especially, everyone in the 1st 06 Parachute Regiment and the 101 Airbourne Division. You know what? In fact, everyone that fought on the side of the Allies and those that didn't and had to fight anyhow. So that's rather nice. It's honey infused, so very nice indeed. And a special little dedication to my brother Dominic, his now wife Angela, and their son Arthur for sealing the knot this week, and having a really lovely day. So folks, that's to you too. Save that for later on. Okay, so while we go down and listen to the night things come out, should be good. There's lots of badger holes around here, so I should hear some good sniffling and grunting or something. So hopefully it's all not nefarious. So see you in the morning. I will endeavour to get myself something hot to drink with my adapt, improvise, overcome little cook system. It worked, didn't it? It worked. I got it going, so that's all good. Right, so folks, see you in the morning, and right. So long. Morning. Okay, breakfast awaits. As much my recollection of 1970s ration packs, it's this sort of stuff. Bacon grill. Try and tend to cook up and have myself a little bit of bacon in the morning. Good night in the tent. I slept with the mesh, just the mesh on, so it was lovely and cool last night, as I like it. Yeah, I'm very, very, very pleased with that tent. Perhaps I don't need to get the Highlander one. That's just getting stuff for the sake of it. What could be better and more nutritious? Right, let's get the burning started. Right. I see sunshine. In the top of the trees. The early morning mist is breaking through, or breaking away. bacon grill is as I remembered it. Salty and sweet. And all is good in the world. Coffee, breakfast and birdsong. Right. Just a bit of housekeeping. Tidy everything up. Leave no trace. And we're good. If I was to have one whinge about the tent, is the poles. The tent pegs are a bit namby-pamby. Yeah, that's the only thing I would change. Again, after 5-6 years or so. But bar that, I like it. Special moments, special places. Right. Let's get to it. Thank you for joining me. If you've not seen my stuff before, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, so to say, and subscribe if you haven't done also already, because I passed 500 subscribers this month. Incredible. I never thought, no, I'd never get that. It'd be a few odd people. That's it. But 500 plus. Here's to you too. Thank you so much. And onward and upward. Take care all.